guys, so there is a tutorial coming. I know uploads have been very slow. Thing is, I've been so busy, there's a lot going on, and I'm off to uni in like 2 weeks, so yeah, things are pretty hectic in my life right now, and that's why there's been no uploads. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, but you know, I have to prioritize my education over this. You have to understand that YouTube isn't my career, whereas the thing I'm going to study hopefully will be. That will mean some side effects kind of the channel, but we'll get to that in a separate video. What I want to cover today is, because we don't have a tutorial, is this world that I've been working on. So it's kind of, if you remember the kind of timeline I made in the Halo world, you remember it's kind of a big long list of all the tutorials I ever did. Now this world is similar, however this one is actually kind of separated into vehicles and it's sorted by when they were made, and it's kind of a list like that. So what I want to do today is just go through all of them and look at all the old vehicles that I've made. Most of these were tutorialed, but quite a few of them weren't, so that's what I kind of want to look at. So we're going to start with the Warthog. So we got this one, very blocky and not that great. Just 4 blocks wide, which I don't usually do anymore. There are some new builds which do use it. The new Wolverine will use a 2 wide system. The reason for that is because it simply just doesn't seem to work with any of the size for the scale that I'm using, so unfortunately I do have to stick to that. So yeah, this one it's not good. I'm sorry, I don't like this at all. If I just got MC Edit and moved these 2 blocks over to here, so it was like 3 blocks wide in total, that would be better, and I'd like that. But no, 4 blocks wide. And then these 2 here are kind of mid-stage Warthogs. They're not that great at all. This one was from the Longshore map, and it was stored in the secret hangar that I made. Well, not hangar, but like a warehouse sort of. So yeah, I've never showed that off. I'm probably not going to do that. But yeah, it was kind of an Easter egg in my Longshore map. Then we have this one here, which is just even worse somehow. I don't know what's going on with the shaping at the back. So yeah. And then this one is the Halo 5 Warthog, the original. The shaping's a lot better, but it's got this kind of, well, it's 1 block longer than the normal ones, so yeah. And then these 3 are just the most updated Warthogs, and they're mostly the same style, just with some block differences. So yeah. And that's really it for the Warthogs. After the first one, not much really evolved. It was just some changes. For Ghost, this one's red, obviously. This one was in the CCS Cruiser, and I'm not sure if I made it before that one or not. I know it's smaller, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it was made before this one. Chances are it might have been made smaller so that I could fit lots of them in the CCS Cruiser. I just can't remember if I did or not. This one would look a lot better like that, I think. No, it wouldn't. It looks better like that. It needs guns. It hasn't got any. It hasn't got any weapons. So yeah, that sucks. And then we have the original Ghost that I made. Very classic. Very cool. It was nice for its day. So I'm happy with that one. This one, the Halo 5 one, I'm happy with it. It's just quite a bit bigger than the rest of the Ghosts, and it's some of the designs or features are a bit kind of too bulbous and exaggerated, like the cannons on the front. Also, one thing to note or mention is that there were a few Ghosts in between these 2, but I just don't know where the schematics are or where any reference images are, so I can't find them. Moving on from that, we have the Halo 4/Halo 3 Ghost. This one's okay, I guess. It's a bit weird in terms of this colour scheme and stuff. I think the main problem with this one is the use of the cyan stained clay there, and also the cyan stained clay here. It should be like if I did this, took that and then put like a button on there or something, that would better represent the kind of exposed machinery on there. But cyan was what was there, so we have to stick with that. Then we have the kind of current tutorial version of the Halo 3 Ghost. This one is not very good, I don't think. I kind of immediately disliked it after doing the tutorial, so that sucks. The center section is just way too big for the wings, and it's ridiculous. It's so oversized. Then we have this one, which is the most kind of modern version of the Ghost. Very similar to that one, but then the top section is changed and the color scheme is switched up as well, which is nice. So yeah. Moving on from that, we had the Scorpion tanks. So we got the original Scorpion, which I did a reaction to a couple of weeks ago for the 1,000 subscribers. We have an evolution of that one, which I also did. We have the 3-pack, the Scorpion evolution video. My favourite out of those 3 is the Reach one, I think. Then we have the kind of new Reach one. The new Reach one, which I like that one. It's just, if I would update it now, it would be the treads, just to make them a bit wider. Either that or scale the body down a little bit to fit the tread width. We have the Halo Wars 2 one, which I don't like, and I'm actually going to redo that. So what I'm going to do is actually do a kind of update video, sort of, or a mini tutorial, and it's going to be basically taking the current Reach Scorpion's body, and then putting a new Halo Wars 2 style head on it, really, or turret. Sorry, no, I said head. So yeah, and the Reach one is obviously the most current version of the Scorpion. So I want 8. There we go. We have the raids. So the Halo 5 ones basically just got bigger and more detailed, really, as you can see. So that one started off. That one was a bit better with bigger back wings. This one's even better with bigger back wings again. So yeah, that's nice. Then we have, I don't want to talk about those for too long because honestly there wasn't much evolution. It's just gotten better designed over the years. I mean, it has been like a year since I did the first one, but yeah. Whereas these, it's like 3 years, so yeah. Oldest Wraith, very nice design actually, very classic, very blocky, and it's a fun design, I think. This one, not sure what's going on here. It's a bit funky. It's got a weird design. And also I tried to go for the kind of repulsors on the bottom, and it lifted it up off the ground by an entire block, and it just doesn't look right. It looks very, very odd. This one got rid of the repulsor design and brought back just the classic floating, or not even floating, just staying on the ground. We got kind of the gap in the body, which is obviously necessary. And yeah, it's an alright design. It's a good evolution of that one and that one. Obviously that one has the weirdest turret I've ever seen. Don't know what went on there. But yeah, this is kind of where it evolved. That's where my building style got a bit more complicated. And then we have this one, which is probably my kind of favourite sort of version of the Wraith. But this one is growing on me. It's going to take a while for it to be my favourite. This one stayed as like, I thought this was going to be the forever Halo 3 Wraith. And then I went back and I looked at some measurements and I realised the back turret section was just way too long compared to the front. The front half is meant to be about as big, if not bigger, than the back half. By front half, I mean around this point here to the front is the front half, and then this point here to the back is the back half. But obviously on this one you can see that's like 3, 4, 5, 7 blocks compared to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. So the back half is definitely much bigger on that one. And then yeah, this is the current one. I'm going to do a tutorial on that soon. Very nice, love it. Not as much as I love that one, but that one's just smoother. I think that's what gets me. It's smoother. This one actually has a turret at least, so yeah. And yeah, another thing, the turret on this one's improved, so that's nice. Moving to the Wolverines. So there was something fun with this one. If you forget the latest version of the Wolverine and just look at the first 5, you've got kind of like it grows and then it shrinks again. It's pretty funny. So out of these ones, that's the original Wolverine, very boxy. In fact, I've given these all nicknames, or a few of them. I call this one Box. I call this one just Nightmare, because it just looks like crap. I call this one, well, it's my favourite. I don't really have a name for it. This one is just shit. This one is Mini. So, yeah. My profanity. Sorry. Yeah. So that one just sucks. I don't like that one. I'll get to that in a minute. So we have the box one, obviously, original Wolverine. Very old. The treads are stupid. But, yeah. The turret's weird also. And it has this weird nose on the front, which is strange. Then on this one I actually got the nose a bit more correct, but then I did the wheels completely wrong. I went completely wrong about it, trying to extend them out, and the treads just don't really work for me. They're not the proper shape. The turret, turret, I guess, is based on the kind of unupgraded old base Wolverine turret in Halo Wars 1, and it just doesn't look very good. One, because the base turret doesn't look that great, and two, because I recreated it awfully, so yeah. Then it's got this big thing on the back, which doesn't make sense. This one, I like this one the most, I think. I think I'll always like this one the most. It's just got this kind of presence about it. It's so beefy and like really, really thick. I think it's just having this massive Wolverine really just shines out. But it is too big, and it wouldn't have worked with other vehicles, so yeah. It's a shame, but you know, what can you do really? So yeah, with that one, obviously with the size, I went and made this one, which was more based on the Halo Wars 2 one, and that's when I kind of messed up because I changed the proportions a bit, and I don't like this one at all. So I'm going to go over what's wrong with this one. The front shape, fine here, I guess. Could do without those slabs, to be honest. But then this is where the first thing is. So the wheel shape is just a bit too... Well, not the wheel shape, but the cover shape is off. So that shouldn't be there. That should be kind of flat. Around here should be just flat. This bit in the middle should be lowered down a bit more. And then therefore that would mean that these can lower down as well. Because that bit, as you can see with all of these, is down a few blocks. So yeah, and yeah, it's not good. And then the canopy is way too far back on the body. The gap between the front wheel and the back tread is just wrong. And yeah, the turret's alright. I think the turret's pretty decent for when it was made. But it has been improved with the new one, so yeah. Then we get to the Mini, and Mini's fine. I like this Wolverine. It's just too small. But it's not. It's to scale. I think it's basically to what it's meant to be, but you know, it doesn't really fit with a lot of the other vehicles. It's just a shame. It had potential. It's just not that great, and that's meant to be facing that way. Damn it, that didn't pull over properly. So yeah, I went back. I thought I was gonna stay with that one as the kind of forever Wolverine, but then I just did this one, and I like this one. So yeah, I'm probably gonna stick with this one now. Although I've literally just looked, and I think there's a design change I need to make, which is to move that forward a little bit. But yeah, kind of like that. So yeah, yeah, you know, I'm gonna leave that there. So what else is there? So the Wolverine's done. Yeah, so it's too wide in the middle now. So not too wide like it's excessively wide. I mean, it's 2 blocks wide, and then it's got a turret, which is nice. And the canopy's nice, the grenade launcher's pretty cool. And yeah, it's just an overall pretty good Wolverine. All around good design. And the treads actually look decent this time. They don't use nether brick anymore. So yeah, that's just the Wolverine. And then moving on to the anti-air race. So basically the same scenario. All these raids are the same as their kind of predecessors. Or not predecessors, like the original counterparts. The turret on that one is just a bit weird. It's only got two prongs, I guess. This one's got 3, but they're kind of in the wrong directions. So while it's meant to be kind of a triangle shape facing upwards like that, on this one it's a triangle shape facing sideways. So yeah. On this one, the triangle shape is fine, but the kind of prongs are a bit too flat. And then for some reason, it's all flat on the back here for some reason. This one, not sure what went on really. The prongs are fine on the front, but then on the back they kind of flatten out for some reason. And this was the most recent version of the anti-air raid. On the most recent one that I haven't tutorialed yet, the turret is fixed. And honestly, I keep looking at this because this just looks absolutely perfect. I remember hijacking the anti-air raid in Halo 3, which was a glitch, and this kind of view here just looks exactly like how I remember driving the anti-air raid, so I'm really proud of this one, and I can't wait to do a tutorial on that. Moving on to Hornets. So I actually love Hornets. I love building them, and I love seeing them. They're just my favourite vehicle, I think, to make, or at least to design. So we start with this one. You won't have seen this one before. This is kind of a pre-tutorial Hornet. And this one's 2 blocks wide, as you can see, and it's also just awful, but at the same time very classic, and I like it. It's very blocky. This was from a world that I made, and it had kind of a broken down frigate on it, a Pelican, a little barracks, and a load of other little Halo related things. This was before I did tutorials or anything, so yeah. Then we have the original one. There was a grey one as well, but I think I did the green one only, but showed off the grey version of this, so yeah. Then we have the Halo Wars inspired one. This is honestly still one of my favourites, not gonna lie. I absolutely love this design. Just that kind of like right angle canopy is just amazing to me, and the launchers are just so blocky and beautiful. It's just amazing, and the chain gun on the front. The kind of next Halo 3 one, I like it. That's like second to that one, I guess. The kind of next Halo 3 one, this is where my designs kind of evolved a bit. I like this one, don't get me wrong, it's just a bit too outdated now, and it wasn't significant enough like these ones to earn a place in my heart. My least favourite Hornet, the Halo Wars kind of evolution Hornet, I guess. Got rid of that vertical canopy, which sucks. But yeah, I mean, this was more realistic, but this Hornet was just huge and very badly proportioned. The wing shape is just wrong. The wings are meant to curve upwards at like a V shape almost, like a really flat V. These ones kind of slope down for some reason, so yeah, that sucks. And yeah, it's just a lot of bad shaping on this one, it's a shame. It had potential. The next Halo Wars 2 one, not bad for the most part. The design was actually very nice, but then I kind of messed up with the wings here. The kind of thrusters are just way too big. It's ridiculously huge. And then we move down again, so scale goes down slightly to the next version of the Halo Wars one. Don't mind this one. It's just there's a few things I would change now, but it's too soon for another version of the Halo Wars one. It's just too soon to do another one. And especially since we have a new Halo 3 one. So this one is the updated Halo 3 one. As you can see, the wings do slope up now. That looks very nice. I like it. And the actual thrust design is, like, as you can see, it's a 3x3, whereas with this one over here, it's like a 5x4, which was ridiculously huge. The tail is fine, and the back view is just perfect to me. Playing Halo 3, I remember that as well, from, like I said, the anti-air wraith kind of got me nostalgic. Yeah, the Hornet does as well. This one just looks perfect from the back. Really a big fan of the new Hornet, can't wait to do a tutorial on that. To the Banshee, so this is a mix of both the Halo 3 one and the Reach one, so it will be a bit different, but you know. So we did this one, that was the first Banshee we did. Still classic. In fact, I need to take a drink, hang on. Okay, right. And then we have like a evolution of that design. This one's pretty nice actually. I like the colouring, but it's just outdated now, obviously. Then we have kind of Reach inspired one. So this one, honestly, I don't like this design very much. I like what I went for with the kind of big bulbous top section, but it just doesn't work out that well. Then we have kind of where the design evolved again. I don't know what went on there, I stuttered very badly. So yeah, the design evolved and my building techniques did, and this is a new Reach Banshee, so this one's pretty cool. I think I did a tutorial on this, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, the Halo 5 Banshee is also here just for kind of scale comparison. Yeah, we went downscale with this one. Probably going to redo the Halo 5 Banshee, as this one just doesn't look that good to me anymore. Especially without the texture pack, it just doesn't work. The Halo 3 Banshee, this is the current version as well. So, yeah, it looks very... Oh, no, actually, this isn't the Halo 3 one specifically. This is kind of a Halo Wars, Halo 1, 2, and 3 Banshee, so yeah. Then we have the most current Reach Banshee, which looks great. I like it. It just works out very nicely, and the new canopy shape just really works for me. Then we have the Falcons. So there's not too many Falcons, but the design did change quite a bit, and you'll notice where. So this is the original one, and then that one's just classic, quite blocky. I went and updated that in the Hornet and Falcon update video, where I did that one. So that was an update on that one, and this one was an update on that one. So yeah, it's basically the same shape. The nose is a bit longer, I think, and the tail changed a little bit, and these engines as well, but not much really updated. Then we have the next Falcon. Never did a tutorial on this. This one was, if you ever remember, it was on the kind of big custom base I did. and it was on a landing pad right at the back, where the broadswords and stuff were, and the saber, I think, and the scorpions and the grizzlies. So yeah, this was just parked on a landing pad, never got tutorialed. And then we have the most recent Falcon, which is just really nice, and I like it a lot. Lastly, we have the Space Banshees. So we start off with the first one. Honestly, awful shaping on this one, even though it's kind of the same iteration or time period as this one, it's just not great. Oh, actually, no, I think that one was at the same time as this one. Sorry, I made a mistake there. Yeah, that one came along with that one, and then this one came along with that one. Yeah, I don't like the wing shape. Oh, yeah, the wing shape is completely wrong. It's just basically nicked from the other Banshee, just changed a little bit. I guess I didn't know what the Space Banshee wings looked like at the time. It's just completely wrong. We have the more kind of accurate representation here, and the body shape's just improved a bit. And then obviously this one's way improved. Definitely design style changed. The wings are a bit better. And then the most recent one, which is here, did a tutorial on that not long ago, and it's very nice. I like it a lot. And really, that's got what I've got so far. That's everything, and I mean, my voice is dead now because I've literally done all that basically without stopping. Whew. So yeah, now I can go take a drink and I can upload this, and you guys will hopefully enjoy it. So let me know what your favorite build was and what iteration you liked the most. Also, let me know what vehicles you're excited about seeing. So, oh yeah, one thing was Garrett 2x4 did a 1/5 scale frigate, and honestly, it looked absolutely great, and I love it. So, what I want to show you now is the 1/5 scale stuff I'm working on. I'm not going to outright copy what he did. I do take inspiration from him, though, and I give him direct credit for that. I wouldn't have done 1/5 otherwise if he hadn't kind of motivated me to do it. His 1/5 frigate was just really nice. So we start with a longsword, and that's basically, well, literally what I've got so far. We have the base of a frigate here, but that's not going to be coming for a long time. So yeah, just a longsword so far, but I like this, and it looks nice. I like this longsword a lot. It beats making a full-size one, which I've got to do at some point, and I will get around to it, but yeah. So yeah, you heard it from me, new longsword coming soon. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. Sorry about the tutorials. So, yeah. Goodbye.